Hello everybody, I'm Alistair Majimbo. Welcome back to Let's Play Sonic Adventure DX. And so in the last episode we finished off Sonic's playthrough and we started Tails' playthrough. And now basically this is and now we gotta basically play through Sonic's campaign all over again as Tails. So this thing as opposed to Sonic where it's just kind of a multiple scenarios depending on the level, here it's basically just Tails trying to outspeed Sonic. And it's just a race to the finish, and you gotta beat Sonic to the goal. So it's kind of a friendly competition thing. And so in the last episode, I talked about like the levels are a lot shorter, but it means that Tails segments are actually pretty fun, honestly, and they're really good for absolutely cheesing Sonic out. It's hilarious. Whoa, if only the camera wouldn't just spin on me like that. That's incredibly inconsiderate. Wait, I can go through here. My goodness, that just takes a huge leap further than Sonic. So yeah, Tails' segments are way easier than they were than Sonic's playthrough, obviously. So, but honestly, they just kind of recycle this level from Sonic's playthrough, but they just add some green boost things to let Tails go through. Oh man, you can actually stop in the midair. That's makes no sense. Yeah! Alright, so in the last episode I talked about some stuff concerning Pokemon Sword and Shield, so if you want to know some of my hopes, go watch the last episode. So now here's the... my bad. The headset came a little loose. Um, so here's two hopes that I honestly don't think are going to be answered, but I would select them anyway. One of them I know is definitely not going to be answered because Game Freak are kind of dicks about that. Because I'm kind of a shiny hunter in a sense. I'm not hardcore like A Drive, because if I were hardcore like A Drive, I would probably drive myself nuts. So first of all, unlikely. These are the least likely scenarios to happen. First of all, I want the game to let you be able to catch mythical Pokemon in post-game. Post-game, I want you to be able to catch mythical Pokemon. And of course that's not going to happen. Okay, the game just kind of cut off there for a second. Alright, so I know that's not going to happen, at least not till the re-releases.
Come on, Tails!
At least not till the sequels or re-releases or all that nonsense. The next game's in 2020. But catchable mythics, that's not going to happen, but they should stop locking these mythics behind such arbitrary requirements and like certain timestamps. Like, stop making us wait a year just to get one mythical Pokemon. Like, that's just really stupid. It's like, you just put a Pokemon in the game's coding and you won't let us catch it. It's super douchey. Wow, this is a really fun level. Whoa. 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 So like, I would like that wow, I took a huge leap into the Sonic's pathway, and I'm pretty sure I just crushed his spirit. I'm doing that as well. I don't want I don't want any shiny locking. That's certainly not going to happen because they're dicks like that, but I don't want them to shiny lock legendaries like they do pretty much every game since Black and White. I would kind of expect Tails at this point in his life to fall for that. Like, did you see that? His eyes just his pupils just change position in a single frame, and it's a little distracting. And his tails are phasing through, and Sonic is just kicking nonstop.
Sonic, what happened to the Chaos Emerald?
Eggman got one of them, but the other one's safe. He must be getting desperate.
Now the emerald count is 2-1 and Eggman's winning. Let's get a move on.
Let's get a move on. Alright, so... Oh, look, it is Cream the Rabbit. Like, what the heck? Like... Was she in the Dreamcast version as like a small Easter egg for a character that is going to exist eventually? Like, I have no idea. But anyways, no shiny locking. Seriously, Game Freak, stop it. There's no point to shiny locking. It's incredibly infuriating to everybody, especially shiny hunters. And for people who don't want to wait a bajillion years don't want to wait until like Generation 10 just to get a shiny Solgaleo and Lunala. Like me, I want my shiny Solgaleo and Lunala, goddammit. Ugh. It's like seriously, shiny Solgaleo looks ugly as sin, but shiny Lunala looks amazing. Like, why can't we get him? He has one of the best shiny legendaries in the game. And I really want one, but I'm not gonna hack the game because I don't do that. Like, I would also like to get shinies for all the other legendaries in Generation 8. Like, I mean, if you had to shiny lock them, at least don't shiny lock the non-mascots. Because, and also, I want to be able to catch Necrozma. I want to get a shiny Necrozma. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I thought there was something wrong with the capture bit. It was like maybe. Like, oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm not focusing much. So, and here's my last unrealistic request, but it's like the one I think needs to happen. I want ice types to get a defensive buff. It's like ice types. As you know, ice is my favorite element. I'm also saying this on an ice level, so I think it's really appropriate, but it's just coincidental. But so like ice types ice types offensively are amazing, but defensively they're some of the worst. They're like pretty much the worst type in the game. They have 4 weaknesses, and they're all very commonly used types, and 1 resistance, that being other ice types. Like, why so much bias? Like, why do the ice types get the short end of the stick when it comes to their defensive utility? It's so stupid. So stupid. It's like, ice types need to get more resistances. Like, they need to change the typing a little bit. Like, Generation 6, they changed the types to give steel types to force them to lose their resistances to Dark and Ghost. It made Bronzong and Metagross a little bit worse, but it made steel types a lot less frustrating. And of course it makes better sense. So why can't ice types get the same treatment? Well, so here's my personal opinion. Whoa! Okay. Anyways, so ice types need to so here's my thought. They should still be resisted by ice, because that would make no sense, but how about this? They should be resisted to bug types, because bugs can't survive in the cold. That ice types are neutral to bug makes no sense. Like, I don't think that bugs should be weak to ice types. That would make Pokemon like Leavanny and Parasect even more trash than they already are, in competitive at least.
Hey Knuckles, what's up?
What's up?
What are you doing, Knuckles?
What are you doing?
Just hand over the emeralds you have. Quick!
No way, Knuckles.
So where is Sonic in this scene? Like, and yep. Like,
Oh no!
offense is not Tails' strong suit, obviously, in case you couldn't tell.
Give it your best. Oh no!
Give it your best. Oh no. The perfect timing for him to say it like that too.
Whoa! Oh no, the emeralds!
Maybe we could probably say that Knuckles in a fist fight would absolutely destroy Tails.
Eggman's back!
If he can go toe to toe, sort of, with Donkey Kong.
Hey, those are the Chaos Emeralds.
No, duh.
Easily tricked. All I did was wait for you to bring it to me.
What the heck is he talking about anyway?
Don't you realize when you've been tricked? Tricked? No one makes a fool out of me. Way to go, knucklehead.
And yet they still continue to make a joke out of it.
4! Count them! 4 emeralds. I summon chaos. Come forth!
In defense position. Try to take him down with your Blue Eyes White Dragon now. Or just go ahead and absorb him, that's perfectly okay.
Oh no! It's changing again! We gotta stop this fast!
Like they thought they were being super clever by changing the way. Okay, also, is it me or is the screen? There's the screen a little bit darker. I mean, I changed the brightness settings just a little bit, but like all that. And so, okay, so continuing on the ice types, I think that ice types need to get a defensive buff so that they aren't widely considered to be the worst type in the game. I think they're pretty much considered to be the worst type in the game. And like I mentioned in my Pokemon video that even though it's my favorite element, I don't like ice types because defensively they're trash. And because water types, they have better coverage. And also the bigger reason is because I just don't like the... I just don't like a lot of the ice types designs. Like Crabominable, I don't like like all we got was... Besides the Alolan forms was Crabominable, and I do not like Crabominable. Like, Tails' flying ability just makes this absolutely cake. So like, oh, continuing on the resistances. So they should be resisted by bugs as well, because logically bugs have bugs in real life, they can't handle cold, so the fact that they're neutral to ice makes that they deal neutral damage to ice types makes no sense. And offensively, they're fine. They're fine just the way they are. I don't think they need to be changed. And then there's for the weaknesses, I'm fine with that. I just want them to have more resistances. Like they should also be resistant by water because ice freezes water. And maybe they should change fire's resistant fire to normal, dealing normal damage again as opposed to being resisted by ice. Totally haven't seen it before, have you? Obviously.
Until we meet again, my friend.
He's like, whoa, are we totally your friends? And he just gets beamed up into the mothership and butt raped by aliens.
Hey, we can't let him get away!
You just did!
Let's go to the workshop and we'll take the tornado!
Yeah. You guys go. I have some unfinished business to take care of. No problem, Knuckles. We'll take care of everything here.
Come on! Let's get going!
So, like, yeah, I guess I kind of changed my mind about that. Offensively, ice types need to be changed a little bit. They should deal neutral damage to fire types again, because in Generation 1, they dealt neutral damage. to fire types. And that's why Charizard and Moltres were weak to
Sonic,
ice.
wait here for a second.
They should be resistant to water, and water should still be resistant to ice. I know that makes no sense, but fuck it, I don't care. And then they should be resisted by grass as well, because it's just like the same thing with bug types. They should. It's like it makes no sense that grass deals neutral damage. Gotta keep going. It's like it makes no sense. What else? Fairy types maybe, because pixies are weak to ice or something. Wow, that looks good. Look, the egg carrier is just slowly fading in. Did that happen? And guess what? This is exactly the same minigame. They're just forcing you to play it again. And then what else was there? Nah, I think that's it. So, like, if they did that, ice types could actually be viable this time around. Because defensively, because viably they're pretty bad. Like there's only so few ice types that are actually decently good competitively. It's like Mamoswine is good because he has decent bulk, he has a very strong offensive typing, and he has Ice Shard, so of course he is really good. Alolan Ninetales is really good because of its typing and because of its abilities in conjunction with its move pool. So it's a very good supporter, and it's also really strong. And Black and White Kyurem speak for themselves because they're legendary, because Kyurem is a legendary Pokemon, and legendaries are usually very powerful, and Kyurem is no exception. And so, yeah, that's about it. Those are my personal hopes and wants for Sword and Shield. Damn it! But are they going to be all gonna? I'm not expecting all of them to be answered. And I'm pretty sure none of them are going to get answered, except maybe the new evolutions. Also, who am I picking so far? Sobble's my favorite. Grookey is my least favorite. But I like all of them just fine. So. But final evolutions will decide. Oh my god. Oh god, that camera work is really weird.
We did it! Way to go, Tails!
And that Radical is still there. Like that. So, what do you guys think? Is it too unreasonable that they should do some changing of the types this time around? And I guess if they're going to add any more types, that I don't know. What other types could they do? Light type? I don't know. I know they want to do. I know people want light type to be a thing, but oh man, it's just so boring. Oh man, it's such a depressing day. I don't know what to do with myself. Whoa! What the heck? That was a bit of a late reaction, Tails. Oh, I love him. Let's go towards him. Also, I think this is like episode 3 of my recording session, but I'm gonna have to cut it down to 4 episodes. I was originally going to do 5 episodes, but I'm gonna have to make it 4 because it's getting super late. Like, I get up at like 11 and I didn't finish everything until like 2:30 because 12:30, my bad. That sky is just pitch black.
Wow, that dream brought back memories. I owe so much to Sonic. Sonic!
How can I hear you?
Wonder where he went. Sure hope he's alright. The
Yeah,
tornado's not powerful enough. If I'm gonna get that egg carrier, I need to finish my prototype. It needs a Chaos Emerald to work. Looks like I better find one fast.
Yeah, and you keep losing them constantly. Eh. Oh man, it kind of ruined the standing animation. Alright, so that's pretty much all I have to say about Pokemon. Finally finished the topic without having to move on to the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and move this on here, and the next episode is going to be my last episode for tonight's recording session because it's cold and I still have to work tomorrow. So anyways, or at least at the time I recorded this, so forget that. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.